As you go into this new week, I want to leave you with this message. I want to tell you something. When Jesus was calling his disciples, he wasn't simply gathering followers, he was assembling a diverse group of flawed people, flawed individuals for a divine purpose. Think about the team that Jesus assembled. Peter was an impulsive one who was eventually the one who denied Jesus. Thomas was the one who doubted. He was the doubter. He was the one who felt like he knew everything. Matthew was the tax collector, very shrewd guy. Simon the Zealot was a political activist. Even when he was told that Jesus wanted him on his team, he said, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" James and John were ambitious brothers. Andrew was the quiet one. Nathaniel was very skeptical. On paper, all of these people had different personalities, background, opinions, strengths, and weaknesses that did not look like they were in alignment with Christ. Yet Jesus united all of them around something that was greater than themselves, which was God's will. He didn't choose them because they agreed on everything. He chose them because they were part of God's plan. Jesus understood a powerful truth that the mission is bigger than the messenger. Now, the challenge for all of us today is that many people spend their life focused on flaws. We all think we are not educated enough. I've made too many mistakes. I'm not as gifted as others. I don't know enough. But Jesus never asked his disciples to be perfect. He asked them to follow him. And as they followed him, he transformed them. The fisherman became a preacher. The doubter became a believer. The tax collector Matthew became an evangelist. And the ordinary became extraordinary. Today, there are still sheep without shepherds. People are searching for hope in a hopeless world. There's a lot of people who need direction in this confusion. There is truth. We still need people who can be able to promote truth in a culture full of noise, purpose in a life filled with distraction. God is still calling ordinary people like me and you to serve, to lead, to teach, to encourage, and to point others towards Him. Not because we are perfect, but because we are willing. The beauty of the gospel is that Jesus can take people who would never naturally be together and unite them under one purpose. He did it with the disciples. He does it in families. He does it in churches. He does it in businesses and ministries, and he is still doing it today. Your purpose is not centered on your comfort zone. It is centered on God's will. The question is not whether you have flaws. The question is whether you're willing to allow God to use you despite your flaws, because the sheep is still searching and God is still calling shepherds. So before you criticize your flaws today, I want you to remember this. Jesus already knew about your flaws before he called you. He called Peter, and he knew that Peter would deny him. He knew that Thomas would doubt him. He knew Matthew's path. He knew the ambitions of James and John. He even knew that Judas would betray him. Yet he called them. Why? Because God's purpose is greater than your imperfection. So today, I know people are searching for hope, direction, truth, healing, and purpose. There are the sheep without shepherd. The question is not whether God has called someone to reach them. The question is whether you will answer that call. Stop waiting to feel qualified. Stop waiting until you know everything. Stop waiting until life is perfect. The kingdom of God has always advanced through ordinary people who said yes to an extraordinary God. So today I want you to ask yourself, am I focusing on my flaws or am I focusing on God's purpose? Because someone is waiting for the testimony hidden inside your struggle. Someone is waiting for the wisdom hidden inside your pain. And someone is waiting for the hope hidden inside your story. God didn't call you to sit in the sidelines. He called you to serve his purpose. The sheep are waiting. The harvest is ready. The time is now. Will you answer the call?